Welcome to Dragon Quest Wars. I know the Dragon Quest series isn't super well known in the West, aside from, like, people just knowing about its existence. But, like, when it comes to the specific games, a lot of people aren't too familiar with them. But even if you are more into the series than the average person, I would not fault you for not knowing about this game. Dragon Quest Wars is a DSiWare title. And as you can see here, the top screen doesn't have much. Instead, it tells us to touch the bottom screen. We start by choosing a name for our squad. And to do that, we move the slime here on the bottom screen to where we want it to go. So, before we do that, let me talk a bit more about what this game is. So, Dragon Quest Wars is a strategy game developed by Intelligent Systems, who have, over the years, developed quite a few games for Nintendo, but you might recognize them specifically for the Fire Emblem and Wars series, as in Famicom Wars, Advance Wars, those games, and this is Dragon Quest Wars, also done by them. But also, you should not expect this game to be anywhere close to those in scope. Because it is, after all, a DSiWare title that you could buy for 500 DSi points, or whatever they were called. So, this was about $5 on the DSi, and then also on the 3DS. And it's it's barely even a full game, honestly. So we can change our squad name here. The current name is Bad Science. We can also be the Battle Royals, Club Club, Heelys, Hell's Bells, of course, sure, Metal Power, Knight Riders, Red Baron, Slime Squad, Slimies, Toughies, Wildcats, Big Boys, Drag Pack, Fiend Family, The Legends, The Metal Mob, The Newbies, Maury's Glories, Slime Time, Touloud's Treasures, Team Face Off, Team Nightmare, and The Beach Babes. There's a few very interesting ones here, I gotta say. I think The Beach Babes is probably among the funniest. Also, they went back to Touloun. It's not Tornico, it's Touloun. I guess you could say maybe it's referring to his last name, but I think it is very funny how they, for a while, couldn't decide what to call him. Shall we just go with the Beach Babes? It is a very funny name. Oh, but we could also take our face off. I gotta take my face off. Like Nick Cage. Or we could just go with Slime Time. So much choice here. Or we're just the big boys. Let's go with the big boys, actually. I think that's very funny. And then we go into training. Here we have Zone W already unlocked. And then we enter level 1. First, try one-on-one. We're the big boys. And we're fighting the chosen champions. We can choose where to put our slime here. The only option it gives us is one in front. And then we attack the red Draki there by pulling the option on top of it. Then we choose fight. Our slime charges. And the Draki is defeated. And that's level 1. You cleared level 1. Level 2 is now accessible. I like the spinning slime. That's a very funny piece of graphics there. Very funny asset. Spin. Alright, let's go to level 2. How will you do with 2 monsters? Well, we're still the big boys, so of course we're going to do well. We're going to move this slime here, attack the red slime, and then with the second slime we're going to do the exact same thing. Jaforier! Congrats on the level up, welcome in. And then we press fight, and it goes. Hello. And Spubs, congrats on the level up. Just checking in. Alright. Thank you for checking in. And now level 3 is accessible. How will you do it 2-on-2? Ooh, I wonder. What will the big boys do now? We're going to go over here. Going to attack this one. That way we can take out one of the monster mashers. And the other one still has to get to us. The other squad is planning. Ooh. Unable to attack us there. This one looks fun. And we'll do the same again. And take out the second monster masher. And our big boys win again. And with that, we've cleared Zone W, and Zone A is now accessible. 2 stars now. Ooh, it's getting more difficult. Try out some new attacks. Now we're in control of some different monsters, no longer just slimes. Of course, this adds some complexity to the system. How about we move you over here, maybe? Or wait. Wait, what does the attack? Ah, okay, with the hammer we attack the 3 tiles in front of us. So we can hit both the slime and the Draki here. And then we use our own Draki to attack the slime in front of us, and then we should kill them in one turn. Yup, there we go. Level 5 is now accessible. Use weight-based attacks. What could that mean? Huh. Bounce has weight, throws the effects of spells back at the enemy. We also have IntSys, which deals a heart of damage in one direction across 2 squares. Or we dodge, which prevents damage from a physical attack. Let's think about this a little bit. Can we move you back for a bit? Yeah, we can. I see. So with our Hammerhood, we're just going to counter, which blocks an enemy's attack and deals damage. So that way we can counter the Golem. We're going to move you. No? Kefizzle. Wait, seals any frizzes and crack or heal spells. I don't think that's something that's going to happen. Kabuff reduces damage dealt by physical attacks by 1 heart. Okay. And I guess we're just going to use Kabuff here. And then with you, maybe we do try Bounce. Just use all the weight-based attacks that are available. Let's see how this goes. When the enemies attack now. Oh, the Golem did not attack who I wanted it to attack. And we've buffed the Golem. Okay, so that's not how that was supposed to go. Alright, so what do we do instead? Let's try this. And this. And then I think only the Golem is left. Which does damage to itself every time. So even if we lose some units here, we should win this in the round after. This way we take out the slime. And the Golem can take out 1 more of our monsters, but it would take itself out at the same time. Correct? Yes. And with our Hammerhood standing, the big boys win. Level 6 is now available. It tells us again to use weight-based attacks. But honestly, I don't think that's the best choice. Like here we just... Oh, what? Meditation! Heals 1 heart before the beginning of the following round. That's nice. We just attack both here again. And then the Draki can move more. Oh, we can also cast Crack with that now. Or Oomph. Okay, we're going to Oomph our Hammerhood. And then move our Heal Slime back. Maybe Kefizzle. So that should take out everything except for the Draki. Perfect. The Draki can do 1 damage to us. And then we just take it out. Okay, it uses Crack on our Draki. But again, the big boys have their Hammerhood. I don't know why it told us to use weight-based attacks, because clearly that's not the play here. Halt. And now Zone R is accessible. You might notice what the gimmick with the zone names is. Level 7. Not heal. Head for the enemy goal zone. So this introduces a new system in the game, which is the goal zone. That is that blue area up here. We just need to get in there. But at the same time, our enemies just need to get into the red area over here. That's kind of the whole bit here, right? So we move our Draki up. We can use Crack on the Hammerhood. Helios! Congrats on the level up, welcome in. Next we're going to... Are we going to move our slime up, actually? If we do that, we cannot attack the Hammerhood. So I think it's smarter to let our slime stay here, attack the Hammerhood, so that gets taken out. And then with this Draki here... What are we going to do with this Draki here? I think you're just going to stay. And that way, the Hammerhead gets taken out. The Heal Slime and the Golem of the enemy troops cannot get to their goal zone. And next turn, we should be able to move the Draki into our goal zone. Oh, if we want to be funny, we can also just attack the Heal Slime here. Well, we are just going to move the Draki into the goal zone. And then with this Draki, we're going to attack the Heal Slime. That's not going to do anything for us here, because just getting into the goal zone wins us the game, but in theory, that's it. Look at that point difference, damn. We were dominating just a little bit. What are you looking at? This is Dragon Quest Wars! You don't know about Dragon Quest Wars, the DSiWare title developed by Intelligent Systems? Alright. Keep an eye on the round limit, level 8. We have 2 rounds remaining. That's not a lot. How do we do this? Maybe we start with our Golem? Shields an ally from an incoming attack by moving to their square. Probably defend here. We can kabuff. And with our slime? What do we do with our slime? I guess we also just defend. But with 2 rounds remaining only, how do we get to the goal zone then? Also, none of our troops move enough to make that worth anything. Huh. We'll just have to see how this plays out, I guess. They're also just moving forward. Final round. Yeah, what now? Huh? Or do we just need to deal damage to our enemies, so that does something? In that case, we've already lost. Because right now we cannot take any of them out. Okay. Let's surrender and do that again. I think I just misunderstood what the goal was. So we don't want to get into the goal zone, even though it is there. We just want to be stronger than the enemy team at the end. So we want to deal damage right now. For example, we move over here, we attack this golem. And then what? Guess we could buff. And with our slime, we can't really do much. No. You're going to just defend, I guess? Why not? Okay, but that way our golem and their golem just trade. That's not... Oh, or their golem moves. Why did it do that? I'm not sure. Okay, but in that case... In that case, we can just attack their golem here. Okay, if I move in that direction... If I move in that direction, I cannot heal my golem. So maybe we just stay here. Then we attack. Then we heal our golem. And with our slime, maybe we just move so it doesn't get attacked. And that way, we would have 3 monsters alive at the end, while they only have 2. Let's see if that's enough to win. Or if I'm still misunderstanding this. They just move forward. And then it's over. And we win. Okay. Yep, that's how that works. We just want to have more monsters standing in the end. And now Zone S is accessible. We enter level 9. Focus on teamwork. We now have a full 4 against 4. Okay, how do we focus on teamwork here? Your favorite number as... Well, the zones just spell out wars. We had Zone W, Zone A, Zone R, and now Zone S. Teamwork, teamwork, teamwork. Maybe for now we just... Oh, I see. Wait. Okay. Correct, then we attack. That way the Chimera gets taken out. Ooh, okay. Yeah, you can then oomph maybe next turn. And for you, we just take you... No, wait, we kabuff. We kabuff with you. That way our Hammerhood takes less damage. Let's see if that goes the way I want it to. Oh, I've been broken! No! Okay, the Chimera is gone. Now they move to us. I think our Hammerhood still doesn't survive the turn, which is not the way I wanted this to go. Yep, if that wanted... Yep, that's not what I wanted to happen. Okay, in that case... Let's try again. Focus on teamwork, it says. How does it want us to focus on teamwork? Okay, we cannot switch our units. Okay, wait. What if we oomph? We move you back. Maybe you can... Fizzle in case any spells come in. And then you counter. So we have an oomphed up counter, which should hopefully happen after our monsters or our opponents have moved forward. So we take more than one of them out at the same time. I also probably should have moved my heal slime back a bit. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, they move forward. That one gets kafizzled. That one attacks. Our Hammerhead still takes damage from that and doesn't get countered. What? What? Why did it still get countered? Why did it not get countered? Why did it still go through? Thought that was a good plan. It would have worked if that would have countered. You can use magic on your squad members for some interesting effect. Try giving the Hammerhead a nudge. Yeah. It went down before it could respond, but it was attacked twice. It could have countered on the first attack already. Why didn't that happen? Okay, let's maybe it needs to be in the center of the attack. Like, because that swing goes across 3 tiles, but you need to stand in the middle one. Maybe that's it. So we wait and counter here. We oomph here. We cannot oomph here. We just wait. And then with you, we kafizzle. That should still hit the Chimera. Okay, if this works the way I want it to, then we should take out a Hammerhead and the Chimera in the same turn this way. Let's see if that works. Oh, the Chimera went there now, which is also outside of the kafizzle zone. Okay, but now that they're lined up this way, we can use the triple attack. We can oomph our Hammerhead. And we can heal it so it gets back to full health. So even though this way one of our Drakis died, we're in a much better position now. Oh, the slime defended. But we should still take out the Chimera and the Hammerhead, yes. Okay, now our Hammerhood dies. Okay, we attack the slime. And we kabuff. Right? That way our Draki should not take any damage from the Hammerhood, because we kabuff once it attacks. Yeah, our Shield Slime reacts. We get kabuffed. Take no damage. And then we just do this again, so we take out the Hammerhood. Hammerhood moves closer again, it attacks. We kabuff again. And now we just attack one more time. And we win. All right. That wasn't too pretty, but it worked. The big boys win again. And now level 10 is accessible. Here we actually choose our squad members. Slide the monster cards to change members. Okay. So, what if we just... choose starting spots? How will this go? You counter. And everyone else just waits. Okay, there's a turn limit of 5. Okay, that gets countered. Bonk. But that also confirms what I thought, that to counter the triple strike, or what is it actually called? The party pooper. To counter the party pooper, you need to stand in the middle. No, that's not what I wanted you to do. You counter. And you counter. And you just stay back here. Bonk. That gets countered too. Bonk. And the Draki waits, actually. What was the Draki's waiting ability again? I don't remember. Oops. It had attack, crack, and... I don't know. Oomph. But what would it be oomphing? It's not close enough to oomph anything, right? But also that means we can just... Actually, if we put you here, you could start attacking the Chimera. Or I guess counter the Chimera. Then here we get another triple strike. And you just wait. Oh, we hit our own monsters too. That's good to know. And we counter our own monsters as well. Okay. Well, I didn't realize that. Well, that changes things. Yep. Okay. If I had known that, then we would have won this. Now we only have one left. Can we still win this? We just attack here, take out the Draki, and then we just... try to get to the Chimera? Is it possible? That moves forward. No, I don't think we get into a position where we can easily hit it. Yeah, this is the final round. Nope. But it is totally possible to just win with 4 Hammerhoods. I just didn't know that we would hit ourselves. Okay, friendly fire is a thing in this game. Good to know. Let's try that again. Okay, I think countering here was a good idea. Maybe we move these forward in the first turn already. And then you stay in the back. If the enemy all just moves forward one step here, yep. That one tries to attack. It even gets oomphed. But we counter, so that doesn't matter. Yep. Yep, okay. Okay, next we attack with 3 here. Also use the party pooper here. I think you're still just going to counter just so we don't hit our own party. And then I think the Chimera might be an issue, so I'll move you over here and you just wait. Golem defense. We do take out the Draki. The Chimera dodges, okay. Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Okay, what if we move you over here? You do 1 damage here. you maybe go back and meditate. And then we put you in the middle here again, actually. You're just kind of walking around. I think this should take out the enemy... Yep, the Chimera still dodges, but it takes out the enemy Hammerhood. And the Golem only has 1 HP left. Oh, actually, the meditating doesn't help. I just noticed. But we still win this. The Chimera attacks, takes out our other Hammerhood. Oh no, we don't. The Chimera still has full health because it kept dodging. But I'm pretty sure... Like, if it attacks us, we just hit it again. There's no way for it to do 2 damage now. It does 1 damage to us, which means it won't dodge next turn. We just attack again and we win. There we go. One with an all Hammerhood team. And the big boys celebrate their victory. Congratulations, you cleared all the levels! And that's it. That is Dragon Quest Wars. Well, at least it's the single-player content, if you want to call it that. This is very much just a tutorial meant to teach you how the game works, and the actual meat of the game would be here. The wireless battles, the Wi-Fi connection which doesn't work anymore, and the free mode, where you can have either 2 or 4 squads battling it out. Just because we haven't seen any 4 squads here. Let's look at this a little bit. So, here we even have different maps. We have the Deadly Dunes, we have Mount Magma, and we have the Frigid Fields. Not just the beach we saw in the training area. Let's just look at what we have here. We have different layouts. We have different sizes. We have different rounds, like different maximum rounds. There's a lot here. Sadly, there's not much you can do if you are the only one who has this game. Or you don't know anyone who would want to play this with you. The training area is kind of the only thing you can really do if you are the only one you know who has this game. You can play against the AI a little bit, but that's all. And it's really a shame. There's quite a bit here. They clearly put a lot of thought into this. I mean, it is Intelligent Systems. They do indeed have some experience with strategy games, right? And this is very much meant to be an introductory strategy game. Like, this is something meant for people who aren't too familiar with the genre, to introduce them to it. But I do think it's just missing a lot of potential because the Wi-Fi connection is no longer there, so you couldn't even really make something happen there. Like, it would be kind of funny if there was something like a a tournament for this, but without online connectivity, you can't easily find other people who own this game, and it is just a DSiWare title that you can no longer buy, so unless you've modded your 3DS or something, you know, which I hear is quite easy, there's no real way to get this game anymore either. And all of that just adds up to yeah, to kind of make me wish this was more of a thing you could do with other people. Because clearly the multiplayer functionality is the intended way they wanted you to engage with this. We're not going to play through this entire AI battle here. I don't think, at least. Ooh. Yeah, it really is just one of those things where, like, I can't even fault the game for being this simple, because it was a $5 DSiWare title, and in terms of like multiplayer functionality, it seems to have enough. It's just that due to time moving forward, you can't really do a lot of those things anymore. At least not as easily. Maybe there's still people out there who get together to play Dragon Quest Wars from time to time. I kind of doubt it. But I also have no idea how well this actually sold as DSiWare. Maybe it sold way better than I think. But, like, I've never seen anyone talk about it, so... It's just kind of interesting to know. Oh, I just noticed I've been on the top screen. Oops. Oh, actually, that's no. Let's try to get our hammerhead a little bit more in there. like even here with the 4 teams, that's actually what I think is really cool here is that like we're trying to get to the area of the red team right now. But to do that, we also have to cross the area where the yellow and green team are fighting. And they're incentivized to stop us because if they don't, then we win before they are able to fulfill their goal. So while you're trying to get across the field, you also have to fight against the teams that aren't directly opposed to you, just so they don't win before you do. There's an interesting push and pull there. And I think maybe we're actually going to move a bit to the side here so we can stop the red chimera there. Oh. It'll be interesting to see if the red team gets attacked by the green team or if we do. Lots of reacting there. Okay, and green attacks the red team. Oh, imagine playing this with actually 4 people. The absolute chaos, especially since there's friendly fire and buffs also can hit your opponents. Oh, you could oomph an enemy to take out something that that would be an issue to you otherwise. There's so many possibilities to take advantage of this. Like, just thinking about it is really cool. There's really something here. It feels kind of like a board game almost. Can we take out the yellow? Nope, it reacts. So our slime gets bonked. Ouch. Okay, red is really attacking green there. So maybe I should try to focus on the chimera of red. Or does green deal with it? Green almost dealt with it. They instead attacked the heal slime. Okay. The red chimera is still quite close to their goal there. Oh, and our slime is dead. Oh no. Okay, I think the big boys need to go in this direction. I don't think anyone can attack us there, but going for a counter just seems... like, yeah, it doesn't seem like it would help us at all, but I feel better doing it. That makes sense. Oh, they're really taking out green now. Okay, but the red chimera is defeated too. This is still pretty close, I'd say. Okay. What if we go here? Counter. Like, we're just laying out a little bit of bait for the red hammerhood. Then we also oomph. It could attack us. I don't know if it wants to. Well, let's see. Okay, red Draki takes out yellow Draki. Red Hammerhood attacks our Hammerhood. We counter. Countering does not get affected by oomph. Yellow Hammerhood could take out the red Draki. It does. Does take out the red Draki. Okay, quite the simplified state here. Okay, if we move here, we can take out the red Hammerhood. And then we go here. Just oomph for fun. I said we're not going to do the full thing, and now I am doing the full thing. Oh well. Okay, the slime doesn't have a way of attacking us. The Hammerhood doesn't have a way of attacking us. Final round. I think if we attack the slime, we're good. Like, just go like this. And then we oomph our Hammerhood. If the slime defends, we'll just do a little bit more damage. Then it could attack us in the next round. The slime doesn't have a way of killing our Draki or anything. Yeah, it defended, definitely. So we do 1 damage still. The slime is probably going to attack our Hammerhood. The yellow one cannot attack us, though. Oh, it didn't attack us, actually. Okay. So we win this, right? The big boys win! All right. But yeah, that is Dragon Quest Wars. That's all we're going to do here. As I said, I wish there was more of a way to play this with other people, to actually do online battles still, or even just have more people around who actually own this game. Because it is a cool little thing, but without having other people to play, you're just done so fast with what the game has to offer. But I guess that's just what happens with a little title for $5 that's already more than 15 years old. Well, but with that, we finished Dragon Quest Wars.